Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode in the month of February. So you might have noticed that there was not an episode last week. Well, there's a few reasons for this. First off, the episode last week was horrible. There was so much freaking crap going on that I did not just feel the mental capacity to edit it. And because
what'll happen? Oh, wait, Zane. Sorry to interrupt. You're gonna have to send me some of the raw footage. I want to see how bad it got.
It's bad. I can't. So I would like today's episode to be a lot more cool,
okay,
calm,
I'll take this seriously
and collected. Now let's get into this. So first off, let's introduce everybody. We got William, Neri, Marty, and Austin. What's good, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
Also, peep the signs in the background, by the way, guys. Let's peep. So I got an Adam Laxalt for Senate sign. I got a Joey Gilbert for governor sign, and I got a Sarah Huckabee Sanders for governor sign. And I also got like another sign back there for like some rural dude in Nevada. But over the next few months, as more and more people start winning primaries, there will be more signs on this wall, because I don't want to buy signs when there's not a candidate that's not in the general election, if you get what I'm saying. But like, so over the next few months, there will be progression, and hopefully by November, this wall is filled up all the way to the top. What do y'all say?
How much do those signs cost?
So I got the Adam Laxalt one for free at a Laxalt event. I got the Fred Simon one for free at a parade. Joey Gilbert one, it cost me like $10. The Sarah Huckabee Sanders one cost me like $10 too.
Oh, you got Sarah Huckabee Sanders?
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
Who's that guy?
All right. Anyways, so let's just get straight. Whatever. Okay.
Who's the guy with the boot who wants to give everyone a free pony?
Vernon Supreme.
Yeah. Can you get a sign of him?
If he runs, yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, let's start off with so we have a ton of rulings on different maps that were drawn. So the first one, the North Carolina Supreme Court struck down the GOP drawn map in North Carolina, so they're gonna have to redo it. What do y'all think about that?
I saw the map that they produced, and it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It's heavily gerrymandered, against Democrats, which isn't really a bad thing, but it's not fair, I would say. I'm glad that they're redrawing it to be more fair. I doubt that it's still going to be fair, because no gerrymandering is fair, but I'm glad that they are making it more fair.
All right. Neri, what do you think?
No, this is something that I haven't really been catching up with, but I haven't even seen the map. But Marty said it was heavily gerrymandered, and I've expressed that I don't really care for gerrymandering, and especially not when it's extremely partisan. So, I mean, if it's very unfair, then it should have not been passed by the Supreme Court of North Carolina.
All right. William, what did you say? What do you think?
Marty's 100% right. That map was not terrible, and yeah, definitely. If you're purposely being biased to one side and you're trying to use gerrymandering to get your way, that's just completely wrong. So, and unfair. We need to have a fair elections in America. So yeah, 100% agree with Marty there, and I'm happy it got changed.
All right, and Austin, what do you think?
Just like Neri, I haven't seen the map, but I always like to keep everything equal among both parties. So yeah, the unfairness.
So I made a YouTube video on this map. Let's see, what day did I release that video? I released a video about North Carolina on November 17th. November 17th, I basically said in that video, this map is outrageous. I'm like, this is a horrible map. It's so gerrymandered, and good ruling by the North Carolina Supreme Court. But now the Supreme Court of the United States ruled that the Alabama congressional map can stay. So that map is basically, that will be the congressional map for Alabama. What do you think about this, Marty?
I haven't seen the map, but I'm assuming it's not fair, because no gerrymandering is fair. But is it? I don't know. Is it fair? Is it
I mean,
fair?
it's with considering Alabama, right? There's not many changes from the old map to the new map, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
Here, let me see if I can share my screen. Let's see. Can you
From
see
what
that?
I
Can you guys
see,
see
it looks-
that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this is the
Oh,
new
that's
map
bad.
right here. If you're on YouTube right now, this is a new map. This is the old map. There's not that many changes.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing. They
That
slimmed
little-
out
that
this
little
area a little
split.
bit. Yeah, this area right here, a little bit of this area became red there. So this district's, there's really the only difference is this district, 7th district, is just more Democrat, and every other district is more Republican.
Those little zigzags bothered me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it.
I mean, like I said, no gerrymandering's fair, but at least they made it a little bit better.
And it's Alabama. So
It's
like,
I mean, we're not getting Democrats aren't going to get a lot out of Alabama. to
Yeah,
begin with, so
exactly.
it doesn't really matter.
William, what do you think?
If it is true that the Republicans did cut black zip codes out of like the gerrymandering, that's messed up. But what I'm looking at it's not horrible. And again, like Marty said, it's Alabama, so I don't really care as much. Like I don't think even if they didn't do it, it's gonna be the exact same. Like one Democrat, 7 Republicans. That's what it looks like. So I really don't care as much.
All right, Neri, what do you think?
Looking at the map, the change is very minimal. Doesn't look very partisan at all. I mean, not much happened there to be very noteworthy, I guess.
Yeah, and Austin.
Yeah, looking at the map, it looks decently fair to me.
All right. So the United States got some intelligence that Russia could invade Ukraine by next week, specifically on Tuesday, February 15th.
On
We
a
are filming
Tuesday.
this on
Disgusting.
February 12th on Saturday. We are about 4 days away from a possible Russian invasion.
Can I speak
Neri,
first?
what do you think about this?
It's scary to think about. Just wondering what our president's going to do. I mean, right now, with even the intelligence that it could be happening, but even if it did happen, but I feel like Russia's too smart to invade right now because NATO is like really forming against them, but they do have NATO allied nations like Germany that could side with Russia because of the trade that they have. So it's a very complicated topic, and I just want to send prayers to our leaders and leaders around the world and NATO, and to make sure that all the Americans in Ukraine stay safe and are able to be evacuated, and that Russia does not invade Ukraine because that could be catastrophic.
Yeah.
How is New York so nice? Like,
All right, William, what do you think?
okay, this is gonna sound inappropriate, but I will do a face reveal if Russia invades Ukraine because I don't think it's gonna happen. That's the reality, okay? Like their economy would go so low. It would be horrible for their economy wise. Almost every country that's siding with America is there ready to defend Ukraine. I highly doubt it's gonna happen realistically. And I don't think Putin's as dumb to invade like that. It's just not intelligent of him. So if it does happen, I will do a face reveal, but I highly doubt it will. I really do.
Gosh, that's horrible. Marty, what do you think?
So I personally don't think that there's going to be invasion, but now that we have evidence that there could be an invasion, why are we not putting sanctions on them right now? Why are we waiting for them to strike and invade
That's what I'm saying.
then to put the
Yeah.
sanctions on? We need to put the sanctions on right now that we have evidence that they're
Dude,
going
you
to
are
invade.
so smart. Marty, I love you. Can I?
Sanctions should have been put on Russia a long time
They
ago.
should have.
Talking like
Throw it back, Zane,
2014.
throw it
As soon
back.
as they started moving their equipment, they should have already been going out.
Didn't Russia existed, we should have put sanctions on that crap. Like when they were
Man.
born, sanction on crap.
I feel like this wouldn't be happening if it was Trump, though.
Oh, no.
It's because of his foreign relations with Putin and Russia. I don't know. I just don't think something like this will be happening.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to say something. Notice how calm this episode has been so far.
Oh,
Is it because of
do-
Vaughn?
Like, do you think that's just a coincidence?
Like
No,
what?
I think it's just because I said something about it.
Nah. If Vaughn was here.
Also, look how good this looks. Like, can we be for real?
I know the exact reason why it is calm, and
Okay.
it's actually very complicated. I'm not going to mention it, but I know exactly
Look how
why it is.
sick this looks.
Jesus, my man.
oh, we're starting. I'm sorry, I was just watching my
No,
favorite.
I was just showing
TikTok
off my
account,
necklace.
left or right.
Oh, dude, that plug
They're
though.
making a tall
Hey,
girl too.
Hey, did you know? Fun fact that we have 18.3K subs. I mean followers, and then we also have a sports account too.
That I don't have the password to for whatever reason.
Oh, you want me to send?
I
The password?
mean, I hit 2.5 today, so
I
The
mean,
lockdown was supposed to end today.
I lost like 3 followers the last week, so I'm doing pretty good.
I
Mostly
hit
'cause-
1.5 the other day.
I haven't.
Wait, no, I didn't
posted-
hit 1 point. I hit 1.05.
I just gained like 10 followers for the dumbest reason. I'm not going to say that reason, but it was very dumb.
Okay. Anyways, let's move on. So, Andrew Cuomo decided, you know what? I'm gonna be Andrew Cuomo, and I will not rule out running for office in the future. Marty, what do you think about this?
well, funny enough, me and Vaughn were just talking about this because I looked Andrew Cuomo up and his donation box was still open. So I was like, well, maybe he's gonna make a run, and then this comes out. So I thought that was really funny. I think Andrew Cuomo just wants to get reelected just so he can have more power and sexually assault more women. But he wasn't even a good governor to begin with, so it's not like he was incredibly good at his job and then something
Yeah.
happened that he had to quit. He was terrible at his job, and then he sexually assaults women. So I don't see a possibility where even the dumb New Yorker who elected Bill de Blasio would even elect Andrew Cuomo again.
Okay. Neri, what do you think?
I mean, this guy should be behind bars, not even thinking that he would be able to run in the future. But I mean, even if he did run, there's no shot he even gets nominated.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because careers are going to get destroyed if he gets endorsed by anybody. You know, and same
Yeah.
thing with voters and supporters. Careers would be destroyed.
Yeah. Okay. William, what do you think?
Yeah, this is terrible news for New York. He realistically was a terrible person, a terrible
Or terrible news for America too if he runs for president.
terrible. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
terrible governor, terrible person. He's just not a good person to see running for president, especially the other candidates running for president like Chris Christie. Like we're not having good candidates for America right now. It's kind of sad.
That's
This
because
isn't
Pence isn't
28.
running.
This is it.
Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's really bad for the state of New York. I hope the state of New York doesn't make the same mistake twice and elect him again.
New York loves to make
Okay,
mistakes.
so I think Andrew Cuomo should be rotting in a jail cell right now.
Yeah,
I
I know.
don't think he should even be thinking about politics.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
Assaulting women. It's a pretty big crime.
Not gonna lie.
It's kind of a big deal. I'm not gonna like downplay it or anything, but like it's kind of a big deal. Like
Yeah.
what Andrew Cuomo did. And like if it were allegations, I mean that's completely different. But now we know it's not an allegation.
yeah.
That's the truth.
They were proven.
Unless Letitia James is lying for political reasons, which is also a possibility. But at this point, I mean, it's basically fact, because he had so many women come up, and now I'm just gonna run for president too, because America loves me. This kid. Another man who decides to have sexual misconduct with women is Al Franken, the former senator of Minnesota, and he said that it would be tempting to run for office again. I find that quite funny how this all happens in the same week. Marty, what do you think about that?
Isn't
Al Franken, I forgot the quote that he's here. I think I can do this. You see him Al Franken right there grabbing that woman. You see him? I don't know if you can see my screen right there, but there's Al Franken right there. If that doesn't
gosh.
give you a good description of who Al Franken is as a person, that I don't know what to tell you. But Al Franken said it would, quote, it would be tempting to run for office again. I mean, the man just has the masculine urge to just run for office again. I think we should all respect his masculine urge. But in all seriousness, he should not run for public office just as much as Cuomo should not run for public
I thought
office
that
again.
was a joke.
Exactly. You see the picture he was grabbing, but yeah, it's like well, I don't think he would even win. I don't even think he would win the primary if in that case, but
I think he would. Win
it's going to be interesting to see to see the primary if he decides to run.
Okay, whose turn?
All right, William, you can go.
Okay. Yeah, he shouldn't run. Being realistic, he's a very good-looking man, but he's a terrible. He did terrible things to women, so he definitely should not run.
All right, Neri, what do you think?
I wish he would. I want to see the people of Minnesota boo him and throw tomatoes at him and see his opponents just crush him, debate after debate, rally after rally.
Okay.
I wish he would run.
The debate's BS. He can debate good. He has a very good. He's good. Very.
Oh, but they're just gonna bring up the resignation all the time, and
Oh yeah, I know
that's how
that.
they're gonna win. Mhm.
But like any other way, he's gonna win. But like when it
The
comes
same exact
personally-
thing would happen to Cuomo if he runs.
Yep.
Yeah, no, yeah. Austin, what do you think?
where does electing public officials based on if they didn't
I don't-
assault women? Okay. If they didn't sexually assault women, I'll vote for you. You know.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him, but anybody who, sexually assaults women, it's like just like that in that picture, shouldn't be running.
I think Mitch McConnell on TikTok.
He's on
Yes.
TikTok.
No, it's a fake one.
Oh,
He said something about how he's a very good senator. I don't know.
I think
Mitch
Al
has
Franken
brain
and
cancer.
Cuomo. I think Al Franken and Cuomo need to take a chapter out of the Matt Gaetz book, and it's like you're not guilty unless you resign.
Yes.
I think they need to take a page out of the Death Note and write their names in it.
Probably
yeah.
take the page out of
Anyways, let's move on. So, Mrs. Stacey Abrams, or Miss, I don't know if she's married or not. I don't want to offend her. But anyways, so she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go read to some kids. She goes to the school, reads to some kids. All the kids have face masks on. And she was maskless with kids around. And
Yeah.
like all the kids were wearing masks. Austin, what do you think about that?
It's really just another example of, politicians being hypocrites. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know something
Against their own sayings.
You know something I do find funny?
What?
All the Democrats that are pro-mask are not wearing masks in public, but all the Republicans that are anti-mask, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, you see them at
Yeah.
airport mask. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they're doing
This is
a better
weird.
job than the people who make the laws.
You kind of think they're trolling at this point. Like,
Yeah.
this is weird. But personally, me, I don't give a damn. I really don't. Like, it's everyone. If maybe she took it off to start reading. I really don't care about that. Honestly, it's not that big. Yeah, I know she's a hypocrite and all. She should do better, but it's nothing to really publicize about. Oh, go boo-hoo.
All right, Marty.
If Stacey Abrams wasn't the inventor of democracy and wasn't already the governor of Georgia, because she was both, she is the elected governor of Georgia. She says herself that she was elected. If she wasn't already the elected governor official, that would be a lot worse. But she took off her mask to read to children. She wants to impose a law that she doesn't want to follow herself. And because she's already the governor, according to herself, I feel like she has the right to be a hypocrite and to force laws that she doesn't want to follow on everyone else.
Chris Christie does it all the time.
Stacey Abrams is a Democratic Trump.
It's just a thing that Democrats do. We saw it happen with Eric Garcetti
Yeah,
And,
what happened last week?
Gavin
Newsom,
Newsom
Garcetti.
and London Breed
No, I'm not.
It's
See,
okay. It's
I don't
okay.
have
They
an
held their
issue.
breath. It's okay.
I don't
You're
No,
have
I'm
an issue with
I'm not
not wearing
criticizing-
masks.
I am not going to criticize Gavin Newsom. He was taking a picture of some crap of a famous person. He took it off for like 5 seconds.
And he held his breath.
How do we
Yeah,
No, but
exactly.
there's also
that
another
crap out of it.
photo. There's another photo of him just sitting watching the game, and guess what? He doesn't have a mask on. I'll pull that up. I'll
Pull
I
that
don't really
crap.
have an issue
I
with
wanna
like
see
being
Gavin Newsom's
maskless
face.
at times.
I want to
But
see
what I
Gavin
do have an
Newsom's face.
issue with is these hypocrite, rich, elitist politicians imposing laws on us, we the people, literally making this a 1984 socialist
Oh,
authoritarian
gosh.
society.
Joshua, no,
I
Joshua.
know it
here
exists.
saw
I know
one-
it exists. I'm trying to find
Oh.
it.
Joshua
And-
here, he saw one Ronald Reagan speech and just memorized the whole damn thing. Okay.
We the people have a right.
Yeah, straight
Here
up.
it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Pull
Okay.
that crap.
That's Gavin Newsom at the football game
He's
with
so
the
hot.
mask off.
Hey,
And
William,
this-
explain the picture. Explain the picture,
This one?
please explain the picture to me.
Explain the
Make it make
picture,
sense.
liberal.
Make it
Okay.
make sense.
Okay. So
Okay. Anyways, let's move on. So Mitch McConnell, the turtle, went against what the Republican Party, what the RNC said, and they said that, he said that January 6th was a violent insurrection. Do you agree with what Mitch McConnell said, Austin? Okay, never mind.
Austin,
Marty, what do
did
you
he
think?
die?
Hold on,
I
I'm
do
looking at my computer.
agree with Mitch McConnell here. I mean, it was violent. People died. People broke windows and people stormed after people. So I guess it was violent. For it to be an insurrection, I believe it has to follow the definition. So let's look up the definition of insurrection.
Have you seen some of the videos inside the Capitol?
Yeah, like they're hitting the
They
guy.
were
Insurrection,
just
a
chilling.
violent uprising against an authority or government, which I feel like it follows that to a pretty good T. It was a uprising against the government, which
Yeah, bro.
whatever you think about the 2020 election, you have to admit it was an uprising. The January 6th was an uprising against the government. So yeah, I do agree. It's violent and it's an insurrection. It's a violent insurrection.
Okay.
Okay, William.
First, I want to say this quick statement. Old Mitch McConnell was a terrible politician, and arguably
Oh,
a
wait,
terrible.
never mind. Oh, wait.
Okay, and then this new Mitch McConnell, I don't know what happened to him. He probably got hit by a rock. This man's amazing. I love this man. Like,
Yeah.
I would kiss McConnell. Now I'm going to say, be serious here. Mitch McConnell's 100% right. This was a terrible insurrection by the quote unquote Trump supporters. They were hitting officers with metal mallets, bats, all the crap you can imagine. They're throwing crap at them. 4 of them committed suicide right now.
Wait, 1 second. I have breaking news. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Breaking news. Special Councilman John Durham says lawyers for the Clinton campaign in 2016 paid a tech company to infiltrate Trump Tower servers to create a narrative of Trump-Russia collusion.
Watergate.
Seriously?
It kind of seems like it.
Watergate
Are you kidding?
2.0.
Watergate 2.0. Well, actually,
Wait,
the difference.
seriously?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wait, who did you get that from?
I got it from a TikToker of mine.
Oh,
It's on Fox News right now.
That's crazy.
Well, to be
If
fair,
that-
I am an avid Nixon supporter, and Nixon did not do Watergate. Debate me anytime you want. He did
Okay,
not do Watergate.
wait. Austin, what do you think about what Mitch McConnell said?
You know, I'm just gonna say it. I think he's right. Zane,
yeah,
I can't take you seriously when you're doing that in the camera. I can't take you.
Okay, my bad.
You know, this was a pretty violent insurrection. How many people died? Weren't there like
There was one death on that day.
Oh,
no, hold on.
I'm kind of stupid. my
Four,
fault.
no, four.
Okay, so
Hold No, that's not the
There
right number.
was one death
4 of
on
them
that
died.
day.
there were
Right,
two.
four
There,
deaths.
actually, there were 2 deaths. There was this other. There was Ashley Babbitt, of course, the girl who got shot.
Yes.
But there was this other girl who passed out and got like trampled over and then like died.
Who died
But then there was like deaths
The
afterwards. that
it
were
was
linked to
proven
right?
that the cop that died
with
the
a
day
stroke.
after died of a stroke.
But the thing is, that's like dying from a heart attack during a plane crash. It's like, yeah, he got hit so many times, you're going to
What?
die.
The next day,
What?
I mean, the guy had a good night's sleep.
Yeah,
Wait, he died the
he's-
next day? Oh,
Yeah.
I think
I'm
that
done.
the
back
cops
my-
should have sprayed the crowd with tear gas.
like straight up, you're shooting paintballs at the crowd. Shoot them with real stuff.
Well,
I'm
some
talking-
cops actually let them inside.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
shoot them with
exactly.
real stuff at that point. Don't shoot them with paintballs.
I mean, they were kind of chilling inside.
they're
yeah.
kind of chilling inside.
There,
What do
there
you mean?
was
They were trying
There
to
was
hang
there
with
was
people
different
low-key.
levels of people inside. There was
Yes,
different levels.
yeah.
Like the Viking dude who was walking around and then taking
yeah, no.
pictures.
Have you seen
And then
the
the dude,
Viking
and then the
dude was
people
so chill.
breaking down glass, hunting for Nancy
Yes.
Pelosi. Those are two
No.
different types.
Yeah,
of people.
no. So the guy with the Viking head, you could watch this video of him. There's this video of him in like the Senate chambers. He's like, "Oh my gosh, are you bleeding? God bless you, sir." And then there's this Capitol Hill police officer who's like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need any medical assistance?" To the guy on the ground bleeding. He's like, "No, I'm good." He's like a redneck. And then the Viking goes onto the stand and he's like, and he's about to say something. The Capitol police officer is like, "Could you please get down from there? Like, this is the sacredest." Like that's
Oh yeah,
like a
I saw
chill.
that.
That's a
Crap.
chill video from January 6th. Like, I'm not saying that like everything was.
That-
I'm just trying to prove that not every single person there was there for violent intent. That
No,
that
yeah,
Viking
yeah.
guy. I mean, did he do bad things by breaking in? Yeah, sure, but I mean, he's God blessing people. He's about to give a speech on the U.S. Capitol floor. I mean,
And there were much better people to go after than
Can
the
I-
Viking guy.
no,
Add to-
exactly. I don't even know why the Viking guy went to jail. Honestly, he should still be out.
It's because
He
he was
was-
a Viking guy.
He was doing a protest, right? Because they weren't feeding him organic food.
yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
guy's
that
crazy.
dude. That dude,
Yeah.
he was definitely gonna overthrow democracy, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think Mitch
The
is
man
right.
who won't eat any food that's not organic was saying "God bless you," yeah, and was taking that's your guy. That's your
But I
Osama bin
wanna
Laden
add
of
in-
America.
Want to add in, I think that the FBI was behind some of the getting people into the idea of storming. the
Wait,
Capitol.
you're telling me that the FBI did corrupt? No,
Yes.
Wow, bro.
no, man.
Whoa.
I thought they've
don't
been
think
always
that's
on it.
possible.
And they've always treated people with respect, and they've never. They were best friends with JFK, man.
Yeah.
Well,
totally.
the CIA they killed him.
No, JFK and J. Edgar Hoover didn't have the best.
It was
relationship
LBJ.
either.
He was having an affair with Marilyn Monroe.
So Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, will not admit who he sides with on the Trump-Pence feud about January 6th. What do you think about this?
Can I go first? I think
Yeah,
I know.
I think DeSantis really sides with Pence, but he doesn't want to like ruin his I guess reputation with like Trump and stuff. So he isn't saying anything.
Yeah. That's what I think too. Like, he should cover everything up. He doesn't want to
Okay.
speak the issue.
Which
Alright.
is why DeSantis shouldn't be president, because should I say it on the podcast? He's a pussy to Trump. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if that's vulgar.
Zayn said worse stuff, so I think you can say that.
Okay,
mean-
Marty, what do you think?
Ron DeSantis. I mean, are we really surprised that politicians aren't giving us a straightforward answer? Is this really a new thing for us? Like politicians have never given straightforward answers. They will avoid a question at all costs whatsoever. But Ron DeSantis wants to stay on the good side of the Republican Party because when he eventually makes the presidential run, he won't make it in 2024, but when he eventually makes his presidential run, he wants to be on the good side of the Republican Party.
Yeah.
And right now there are two sides of the Republican Party. There's the Trump side and then the Republican side. He wants to stay on the good side of both sides, so he takes the middle road and he tries to stay on the good side of both sides.
Good idea.
Hence
I think, good idea.
2024.
Austin, what do you think?
Oh, I already said. But
Oh, my bad. I'm kind of retarded. Here, let me say
Oh.
what I think, because I don't really give
I
my
am too.
opinion that much. Ron DeSantis saying this basically just admits that he's on Pence's side. I mean, that's literally it. If he's on Trump's side, he's gonna say it. But if he's not gonna say it because then he's just gonna get a ton of backlash
yeah.
from the Republican Party. So of course he's not gonna say that. just dropped my coin. Of course he's not going to say that because that's just common sense, and obviously he's on Pence's side. Like, whatever. And with that, that is the end of the episode.
Man, no Fauci hour.
No Fauci hour. Dr. Fauci really hasn't been that interesting recently. Dr. Fauci's been kind of quiet.
No gabagool.
Talk
Hear
about
me
Too busy murdering puppies.
Okay, I need to ask everyone a question before the podcast ends. Okay, would you vote for Dr. Fauci or Andrew Cuomo?
Is there a third party out?
I'd rather vote for Ronald Reagan's dead corpse.
Yeah.
It's a presidential election. You have to pick between the two, or like I don't
Why
know.
would
you
they
got-
run against each other? They're the same political party.
Well, Dr. Fauci ran as a Republican. I don't know.
That would never happen.
Shut up.
Could we talk about that Winston-Salem fertilizer plant fire?
I'd vote
What?
for Ronald
The
Reagan's
Winston-Salem
foreskin,
fertilizer plant fire.
or I'd vote for
I
either
have
of them.
not heard about that.
You have
I
not
would
heard
vote-
about that.
I would vote for Dr. Fauci.
I live in Winston-Salem, so
Well,
No,
that's
no,
kinda
no,
why
no,
you've
no,
heard
guys.
about it.
Ronald Reagan's foreskin for the win.
Just write that down.
All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope we see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.
Dr. Fauci, give us vaccines.
Gabagool.